The recent devastating Los Angeles wildfires left countless families displaced, including several beloved Hallmark actors who lost their homes in the blaze. As they navigate this heartbreaking chapter, they're using their voices to raise awareness, share messages of hope, and rally support for those still struggling in the aftermath. As the fires left a trail of destruction in their wake, all of Cameron Matheson's nightmares came true. His family home in the Pacific Palisades, a place filled with memories of his children growing up and dreams of the future, was reduced to ashes. What once stood as a symbol of love, laughter, and countless cherished moments was now nothing more than smoldering debris. On January 8th, Matheson shared an emotional Instagram reel walking through the ruins of what was once his sanctuary. The sky behind him was an eerie orange, thick with smoke, as he panned across the charred remains of his home. "We are safe, but this is what's left of our beautiful home, our home where our kids were raised and where they wanted to raise their own someday," he wrote in the caption. The video was heartbreaking. Burnt structures, blackened trees, and the unmistakable silence of loss. It wasn't just a house that was gone, it was years of history, dreams, and sentimental treasures that could never be replaced. In an interview with Good Morning America, Matheson opened up about the overwhelming emotional toll.
It's 15 or something, and then I went to Pasadena for dinner, and then my phone started blowing up. Vanessa called, it's like, you gotta get home, we gotta get stuff out of the house, it's happening.
He admitted to struggling with sleepless nights, the weight of losing everything pressing heavily on him. "I've been up all night. I couldn't sleep. I've lost my home and everything that I own. I have this hoodie and a pair of pants and 2 pairs of sneakers left. That's it." His words were raw, exposing the profound impact of starting over from nothing.
Could salvage anything.
Despite his grief, Matheson remained grateful, not for material possessions, but for the safety of his loved ones. His social media became a space of honesty and reflection. He thanked those who reached out with messages of support, acknowledging how much it meant to him and his family. Then, on January 20th, he shared another powerful message, urging people to be mindful when discussing those who lost their homes. A house is never just a house. For many of us, it's a part of who we are. Please be gentle with your words, because loss feels different for everyone. His vulnerability struck a chord with many, serving as a reminder of the deeply personal nature of such tragedies.
You know, we worked on this house in every detail. This was not just a house. This was every single corner and tile and light fixture was picked out through the over a decade and a half that we were there.
The community, including close friends like Eva LaRue, stepped in to help in any way they could. A sofa, dishes, towels, small yet significant gestures that brought comfort amidst chaos. One surviving relic of his home stood out, a Buddha statue untouched by the flames. It became a symbol of resilience, a quiet testament to the idea that even in the worst circumstances, something meaningful can endure. Matheson's journey forward is uncertain, but his strength remains unwavering. The loss is undeniable, but his gratitude for life, love, and the unwavering support of those around him continues to shine through the darkness. Moving on, Brian Greenberg, known for his roles in One Tree Hill and more recently Hallmark's Round and Round, faced a devastating loss when he and his wife, Jamie Chung, lost their home in the Los Angeles wildfires in January 2025. Their Pacific Palisades residence, often described as their sanctuary and forever home, was reduced to ashes, marking a painful chapter in their lives. Yet, amidst the wreckage, their resilience and gratitude stood strong. In a hurried evacuation, managed to save a few treasured photo albums, irreplaceable memories frozen in time, a small solace in the face of overwhelming destruction. Their home, known for its modern design and eco-friendly features, had been a place of love, laughter, and milestones, and its loss was deeply personal. On January 8th, Greenberg took to Instagram stories, posting a haunting image of their home's charred remains with a simple yet profound message. "Our home is gone, but we're safe. Everything else is just stuff." The weight of his words resonated with many, a stark reminder of the impermanence of material possessions and the preciousness of life. Jamie Chung also opened up about their emotional roller coaster, sharing her thoughts on Instagram weeks later. In a heartfelt post on January 28th, she wrote about the gratitude, grief, and anxiety they were navigating, admitting that while the road ahead seemed daunting, she was holding on to hope. Grateful for having a safe place to rest our heads, grateful for my kids that keep me busy, forcing me to put on a brave face. Anxious for the long road ahead and this insurance nightmare, accepting that this emotional wave will continue for months, if not years. Despair, loss, grief, anger, anxiety, gratitude, and hope, continuing to embrace all the feels. Life around us doesn't stop, it won't stop. Grateful to be alive, so one step at a time, right? Right. Her words painted a raw and honest picture of survival, not just the physical act of escaping danger, but the emotional endurance required to rebuild. Beyond their personal loss, the couple turned their focus to those who had lost even more, stepping up to help their community recover. In response to the devastation, they launched a GoFundMe campaign to provide financial relief to others affected by the wildfires, offering $1,000 grants to individuals in need. The response was overwhelming. Nearly $4 million was raised, helping over 500 families start the long process of rebuilding their lives. Their advocacy didn't stop at financial aid. They also used their platform to raise awareness about climate change and wildfire prevention, emphasizing the urgency of stronger environmental policies. Despite the heartbreak, Greenberg and Chung's story became one of resilience, love, and community. While they may have lost their home, they found strength in each other, in their children, and in the overwhelming support they received. Their journey serves as a powerful reminder that even in the face of unimaginable loss, the human spirit endures. Their home may be gone, but the memories, the love, and the drive to help others remain unshaken. But sadly, among the many homes reduced to ashes was the one Chad Lowe had shared with his wife, Kim, and their 3 daughters, Mabel, Fiona, and Nixie. A decade's worth of memories, milestones, and everyday moments gone in a matter of hours. The neighborhood, once filled with life and laughter, stood eerily silent, marked only by charred remains and the lingering scent of smoke. On January 11th, Chad took to Instagram to share the heartbreaking reality. A single photo of what remained of their home accompanied his emotional message. This is what remains of 10 years of building our lives. Our hearts are broken, but we are comforted by all the well wishes and offers of assistance. We are okay and will be okay. We have each other. Thank you all for your thoughts and prayers. His words were raw, a reflection of grief and resilience colliding in the face of unimaginable loss. But even in the depths of devastation, gratitude found a place.
Hey, it's Chad. Thanks for listening. If you follow me, you probably know by now that we lost our house in the Palisades fire.
Later in an Instagram reel, Chad expressed immense appreciation for the first responders who risked their lives battling the relentless flames, ensuring as many people as possible made it out safely. In his closing words, he offered a poignant reminder. Home really is where the heart is. Hold those you love close, take care of each other. This crazy thing called life is so damn precious. As the days passed, Chad continued to process the enormity of what had happened, sharing updates about the rebuilding process. He acknowledged how fortunate his family was to have each other, recognizing that many others were mourning lives lost or struggling to recover without the safety net he was grateful to have. His perspective remained deeply human, grief-stricken but aware, devastated yet. He shared more updates on Instagram.
Well, trying to see what we can salvage.
Through it all, his older brother, Rob Lowe, became a pillar of support, bringing both comfort and humor to the situation. In interviews, Rob revealed that he had been giving Chad big brother hand-me-downs, from clothing to daily essentials. He even joked about passing down a pair of sneakers he called the Dad Hokas, offering a lighthearted moment in an otherwise heavy time. That sibling bond, strengthened by shared history, became another reminder of what truly mattered.
They're gone.
Wow.
They haven't cut fire roads into the mountains, and you'd have to ask the policymakers, but they're not there anymore.
Beyond family, the community showed up in ways Chad never expected. Neighbors, friends, and even strangers extended their support, proving that kindness doesn't burn out, even in the face of fire. He publicly thanked those who reached out, their words and gestures becoming small but powerful steps toward healing. While the road ahead remains uncertain, one thing is clear. Chad Lowe isn't dwelling in the ashes. He's moving forward step by step, with Kim and their daughters by his side. Their home may be gone, but their foundation, built on love, family, and resilience, remains unshaken. Later in an Instagram reel, Chad expressed immense appreciation for the first responders who risked their lives battling the relentless flames, ensuring as many people as possible made it out safely. In his closing words, he offered a poignant reminder: home really is where the heart is. Hold those you love close, take care of each other. This crazy thing called life is so damn precious. Adding to these stories of resilience, unfortunately, Milo Ventimiglia, best known for his role as Jack Pearson in This Is Us, suffered a heartbreaking loss when his Malibu home was consumed.
And today, one of the first residents here to get a look at the damage.
Oh man, toast.
The timing of this tragedy could not have been more distressing. His wife, model Jara Mariano, was just days away from giving birth to their first child when the fire tore through their neighborhood, reducing their carefully prepared nursery to ashes. The couple, who had spent months planning for their daughter's arrival, suddenly found themselves without a home, their dreams for their first moments as parents upended in an instant.
But of course, not everything.
Had you already bought a crib?
Yeah, whole thing was set up.
All that was in there, ready to go.
Ventimiglia later recounted the harrowing experience of watching his home burn in real time via security camera footage. At first, he and Mariano sat in stunned silence as the flames inched closer, but as the situation became too overwhelming, they forced themselves to look away. The sense of helplessness was profound, and Ventimiglia described it as a shock moment when the full weight of their loss hit them. For fans of This Is Us, the eerie parallel to his character's fate in the show was not lost. Jack Pearson, the beloved patriarch, famously perished in a house fire, making the actor's real-life tragedy feel strangely surreal.
The reality is, there are people with insurance, but there are a lot of people whose homes were not insured. Either they couldn't afford it, or the insurance company said, sorry, we're not going to do it.
And that's why I think it's important for the federal government to recognize that all of Los Angeles is a disaster.
Despite the devastation, Ventimiglia found solace in the outpouring of support from friends, family, and fans. Though he remained relatively private about the disaster on his own social media, Mariano later took to Instagram after giving birth to their daughter, Keala Coral Ventimiglia. Her post carried a message of resilience featuring a touching caption, "Houseless, never homeless." The words struck a chord with many, emphasizing that while they had lost their physical house, their sense of love, family, and community remained unshaken. The couple has since focused on rebuilding, not just their home, but also their sense of normalcy in the wake of such an unexpected upheaval. While finding a new place to live with a newborn has been challenging, they have expressed gratitude for the kindness of those who reached out to offer help. Ventimiglia, known for his quiet and reserved nature off-screen, has leaned on close friends and colleagues for support during this difficult transition. The 2025 Los Angeles wildfires left a deep scar on Southern California, with entire neighborhoods, including parts of Malibu and Pacific Palisades, wiped out by the inferno. Ventimiglia was one of many public figures affected, joining a growing list of celebrities, such as Cameron Matheson, Skylar Fisk, and Chad Lowe, who lost their homes in the disaster. As recovery efforts continue, Ventimiglia's experience serves as a stark reminder of how indiscriminate and devastating wildfires can be, striking without warning and changing lives forever. Do you know anyone who was deeply affected by the wildfires? Do you think the fires were preventable? Don't forget to share in the comments, and if this video tugged at your heart, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, everyone.